Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Allianz Joy today. I am so glad to see you. Today is a little bit of a different setting. I've been chased out of my own house, and I just have a little background today for us to enjoy. And I'm going to share something about my favorite topic, meditation. Meditation is my medication, I always say. I love to talk about different forms of medication. And today I'm going to share that with you. I am glad to be here on this platform. I'm glad to be here wherever you're watching. You might be listening. We are a podcast platform as well. And if you're listening, welcome, welcome. I'm going to share some things with you today. I am Elian Haan. I am a transformation coach. I work with executives in the life coaching field and also with people in their midlife, struggling with things of life, struggling like we all do with the daily things. Sometimes it's a little bigger and we're looking for a new way out or a new path, a new journey forwards. And I help my clients do so. I've also written a book. It's called 60 Miles from Demons, if you're interested. Called a sort of a biography and coaching book altogether, life lessons learned, right? And I spent most of my life in the wellness and fitness industry and in the coaching and mentoring field to help others move through life, move literally through life. So I like to connect the mind and the body together because I know that we hold stress in our body, even if we're mentally very flustered, if we go through stressful and anxious times. I can help you with that. I'm known for my straightforward coach approach, and I like to share a dose of humor and a dose of joy and a dose of energy. Like I said, my clients, ideal clients are in two niches, right? I'm working with leaders in a confidential space to find that work-life balance and the things that they are struggling with. And I work with a lot of people that are maybe coming to a point in their life that they're going, I want something new, now what? Or I raised the kids, now what? A lot of women come to me for that. um, I need a new purpose, or have no purpose. I don't really know what to do next to fill my time and to how to move forward. So you're welcome to reach out anytime, find me. Today I'm going to share something about one of the things that I have done for 20 years, maybe 30, a long time, and teach people about meditation and how healthy and wonderful meditation can be for you. I call meditation my medication. I'm always thinking about ways to be able to reach out and to let people feel right what you can do with your body and to really let it rest. So if people come to me with PTSD, with grief, with anxiety, depression, I also incorporate meditation techniques to take home so that you can do some of these things to start anew in the morning, right? Or sometimes I call that start with an attitude of gratitude. So let me share some of this with you. I usually don't share my screens necessarily, but this is a very good one in a sense of PDF that I threw it in, right? I threw it in a PDF format so that we can kind of talk about this together a little bit. Since it's a different setting, I'm in the corner today and I'm going to share just a PDF with you. And what I'm going to do is share a few different meditation techniques. People always think it's the same. It's sitting down, it's singing right? And people come to me like, well, how can I start? One of the things that Buddha said is when you start with meditation, you come to me and you say, I don't have time. And Buddha said, well, if you don't have time, you cannot even find 5 or 10 minutes. You probably need an hour, right? So we don't need that hour necessarily, but to practice and to start with meditation, we have to start somewhere, and you can start with 5 or 10 minutes. That's a great thing to do. So once you see the benefits, you have found that practice, you might start with 2 times a week, maybe 3 mornings in the week, maybe some lunchtime, it's time for yourself or late in the afternoon. It's very beneficial for your health, and it's very important to maintain a happy outlook on life, right? That focus. Not that we all have happy times, but it gives you a sense of peace and joy inside, knowing that even if we go through hard times, that there will be an outcome, that it's going to get better. So you have that slight fear, not that I don't go through grief or pain or loss or trauma, but I know inside it's going to be okay. It gives me that really calm, peaceful feeling. Meditation helps with that. Meditation is nothing else than just practice. Also, people come to me and say, well, but then I have to sit and stare at something, or And I can't do that because I have all kind of thoughts coming in. And then I just say that's very normal. The fact that we have so many thoughts a minute is very normal. So you just have to allow those thoughts and go back to the basic practice. So meditation practice often sets us in a mindset of compassion and love and forgiveness and friendship. Or even if we need that, or more of it, then those meditation practices are really helpful towards that forgiveness, really helpful toward letting go of anger or pain. The overall outcome is always general and mental well-being, right? Clarity, concentration, calmness. It is very, very necessary for us and our school systems to implement this in the school systems as well. We have that subjective in the moment experience. That's what's happening in a meditation moment. And it sets you into a very restful and silent and heightened state of focus. So we're building a little bit of that energy around us and inside us that connects and promotes overall relaxation, overall stress relief. That's really what we want, because that's why we are going to time out, right? Away from the phone, away from the computer. We're just having to let go for a little bit, all that electronic stuff, time out, and give ourselves a little time out. That's really what it is. So look at different forms of meditation techniques and methods. There's many, many, many. Today, I'll just mention some easy, approachable ones in a simple way so that you can see that it's not the end of the world and you have to sit down and do something for an hour, right? That you're really uncomfortable with. There's also many, many apps around that will help you set up for 5 or 15 minutes, anything in between, to help you get that clarity and focus. So that's a great thing to have on your phone, just a little app for that. The benefits: reduce stress. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just overall, if your meditation is a walk in a quiet field, in the pasture, in the wood forest, if that's your meditation time, the quiet time, being unplugged and being plugged in with your inner self, that is what may decrease that stress and that anxiety. And also all these symptoms that are physically related, right? The irritable bowel syndrome, post-traumatic stress signs, disorders, fibromyalgia, that's all included in the body talking back to our mind and what we're holding on to. So reduce stress, absolutely big benefits. Improved memory, yes, because we are calming. Again, we are tuning out, we are letting go of everything that constantly comes at us. I mean, imagine the news. There's so much coming at us, right? And then the banners underneath and on the side and information overload. So definitely good for our memory. Just to time out, be away from everything, and just focus, get that clarity and focus on some things that you see around you. It helps with that attention span, absolutely. That increased attention is what we want. That enhanced willpower, right? Meditation develops the mental habits that you need to get through unforeseen times or get through things where you are maybe so stressed out that you're grabbing or you're tending towards alcohol abuse or tending towards medication abuse. The unhelpful habits are definitely not the solution. So we're trying to come back to just calming down and being easier and sleeping better and having less pain, definitely physically as well. So that has to do with that emotion regulation. We want to be able to just breathe and let go and just feel, have a better connection with what we feel in our body as well. That might help treat some of that chronic pain. I've helped many, many people with back pain that was not really related to anything physically or anatomically. It was really related to stress and to thinking and to mindset and to holding back or holding on that would really put a lot of tension and stress in the body. So that's what we want to avoid. And so with meditation, it can definitely be a great tool to help pain. Lower blood pressure, of course, if we're sitting and calming down, we have less anxiety and we have greater compassion, right, for others. We're just coming into a state of calm. The state of calm is a state of nice. so that afterwards you're going through the day like, yay, I feel a lot better. I'm so happy I can get over myself. That's what you really want to feel when you get out of that little meditation moment. So let me help you with the first one that we can practice, which is a focused attention meditation. Very simple, right? We got our third eye. We can focus on our breath internally and kind of follow it through our nose all the way to our feet, back and release out of our fingers or hands or extremities. And feeling that through that breath, you can ground with Mother Nature, right? If you're standing or sitting in bare feet somewhere in the grass, it's a great feeling. We want to just focus on one single thing. If that's our breath or an object, we really want to see it. We really want to start internalizing what we see and feel the connection with it. Feel that you're seeing, that you can describe something. That's very important because that's the whole thing with mindfulness. We are not really good to describe things anymore because we get so much information overload, right? So the mindfulness meditation, another one, is the one where we're going more into being mindful of what we're smelling. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? Right? All these, what do you taste? All these senses, we're going to stimulate that. We're going to pay attention to that. And just focusing on that is a really good way for a mindfulness meditation. Again, even if you're thinking while you're tasting, trying to describe your taste, and then all of a sudden you're thinking, oh, my shopping list, right? That happens all the time. Or where do I need to be at 4 o'clock? And then if that happens, that's okay. Just let that thought pass through and come back to that feeling of tasting or smelling or what you hear, all these things, right? Don't give it any judgment. Don't get upset with yourself if it doesn't work. Just normal, normal, normal. Normal that you have, excuse me, different thoughts coming through. Normal that you feel different things and it's uncomfortable sometimes. So just let that pass through. It can also be a body scan, right? Feel your toes, feel your feet, feel your ankles, your legs, your thighs, your pelvis, lower back. That way you just go all the way up, arms, hands, fingers, back up to your head. Release your forehead, right? All these wrinkles. That is so important. And that is just a mindfulness meditation, paying attention and just bringing it back inwards to what you're doing. Really good one. Then a loving kindness meditation, sometimes called metta, right? Loving kindness is really coming into a place of compassion. If you need that moment of self love, if you need to go in towards self, to not constantly give, but maybe feed yourself a little bit, right? A good friend, a neutral person. Sometimes it's the entire universe that you need to forgive or that you need to get away from. So we're really trying to bring that inwards and to that kindness, that compassion, that goodwill. Those things are very beneficial overall for your outlook in life. People ask me many times, you seem so happy all the time. What do you do? And I am not, but it's choice. In the sense of if things are happening to me that I'm really uncomfortable with, or that are happening to me that are painful, or that I am grieving about, or that I'm sad about, the things that are happening to me are definitely there. But I choose to not let it affect me to where it becomes devastation or to where it becomes visible for everybody or where I have to pull everybody into my drama, right? So I'm turning that around and can always see, even if I'm in that deep state of 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 pain or even depression or stress, I can really feel that there's a counter that constantly tells me, hey, it's a choice to feel better. It's a choice to do something with your day to day. It's a choice to do something active or do something joyful that makes you happier and that makes you come to that place of gratefulness again. So that's why that's so important. One of the things that Oprah was always saying, right? Come into that space of gratitude because that helps so much. If you see around you what you do have, even if the world falls apart, and you see and you can still see and point out the things that you do have, then it all gets so easy. It all gets so much easier. So the metta is great for that moment for self, for compassion for others, self acceptance, and just that feeling of, yay, look behind you. you have accomplished already so much, right? That sense of purpose is there inside. Of course, you can also do a chakra meditation. Chakras are great to focus. There's a lot of guided meditations that I can help you with if you're reaching out. Guided meditations that are recorded meditations, that are chakra meditations that will turn those wheels inside, right? They're just big wheels of life, as we call them, wheels of energy, concentrated centers in your life where a lot of different things are happening. And that way you can balance the yin and yang energy in your body, that male, female, that light, dark, those two opposite energies in your body. You can balance those by paying attention to your chakras. That is very important. And we do not always know that this is such a great tool. If people come to me and say, I can't express myself, their throat chakra might be stimulated, or we might have to stimulate that throat chakra that brings that balance into being able to express yourself and being able to be a good listener at the same time, and balance that so that we don't only have to talk only, or that we're only going to be the listener, right? And we don't know how to express ourselves. So that's just a simple example of what balancing the chakras can do. And for that, again, you don't have to do anything. You just kind of put your hands on it, or you pay visually attention to those chakras. There are 7 really important chakras that we pay attention to first before we go any deeper on that. But these can be simple and really fun ways of meditation. And then, of course, we have the ones that I started with today. This is so fun. An or a mantra meditation. It's great to do in class. It's great to do with a group. And if you have that mental vibration, it allows the mind to experience a deeper level of awareness. And that is what sound will do to you. And to make that sound and to go into those sounds and to produce them, you will feel afterwards sort of a vibration physically. And that will do a lot to calm and fluent energy, fluent vibration through your body. It's really, really physically really healthy for you. And these are also sometimes related to the chakras. And when we have these chakras and we are focusing on them during the chakra meditation, you might be getting to that point that you can add these sounds to the chakra meditation. So then we go into the rum, rum, yum. And if you go into these long producing sounds, then you feel that that is definitely doing something with your body. It is really supportive for your meditation practice if you do it verbally, if you are producing those sounds. But for some people, it's very uneasy. So it's not something that you have to start with per se. And it's a lot of fun to do in groups or in classes with everybody together. First, we laugh and we do have joy, and we make a lot of noise. And then we just ultimately come to the perfect sense of a vibration that we want to produce. That's really something that can benefit you if you're getting to a more comfortable stage, right? I don't want to call it advanced or anything, but if you're more comfortable and you want to try that out, try it out. And then one of the best things that I love to do is the guided Nidra meditation. I love to do it for you. I love to take it myself. It is a really deep, deep meditation that walks, the voice walks you through your body and brings you to every little part of your body that you can pay attention to. So it's a deep breathing body scan and then chakra meditation combines. It sets you up for feeling emotions, for feeling past experiences sometimes, releasing, maybe crying, maybe let it all go and let it all out, maybe feeling all of a sudden so happy that you have to cry about it. Maybe feeling that gratefulness and that acceptance. If you feel that, then a lot of people in my guided Nidra meditation will release and start crying of happiness, or just crying because it just all came out, right? It was just such a good, wonderful feeling. With that, we can rest our minds and we can have a healthy body and a really uplifting spirit, right? It's story combined with imagination. You walk through your body on the right or on the left. You walk through the body entirely. That's what it does for you. So there are so many more meditation techniques, but these are just a few examples that I use a lot to get people introduced to meditation, get people comfortable with meditation. It's just like a really big cookbook, right? All comprehensive recipes all over. And if you understand a few of them and you get an app for it, ask me anything when it comes to that. You are just getting understanding for that alternative care, self-care, healthcare, well care, whatever you want to call it. I am always for all these alternatives before we're starting to use medication. And I am appreciative anytime if you want to give me feedback. It's different for anybody. And when you start as a beginner, you might be a little bit uncomfortable, but like I said, it is so much. There's a lot of information in here. I'll be glad to share this with you. So if you're gonna reach out to me, alianhaan.net or alianhaan@gmail.com, reach out to me and I'll be very glad to share this PDF with you. I'm so happy to share this PDF with you. There's lots on my website. There's another free gift on my website, alianhaan.net, www.alianhaan.net. Just email me and say, hey, I saw your show. I saw this episode on meditation. Can I please have that PDF? I'm sending it to you immediately. I would love to give it to you. Just share and reach out and email me and let me know that I promised you this PDF on meditation. It's a great PDF also to use for others, for family members, as a referral. There's some apps in there that I mentioned that you can use for yourself. So reach out anytime if you want more information, of course. You can find me on my website. You can find me on Win Win Women. You can find me on YouTube, many, many other platforms. Just follow along. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm leaving it to this today because I wanted to share a short 20-minute, 25-minute informative PDF with you. And I want you to take care of yourself. So start meditating and start taking care of yourself. Take that time out. Just get away for a few minutes from all the hectic and all the crazy, and just kind of hide out in the closet, play beautiful music, or go for a walk, play beautiful music, and see, listen, feel, taste, and hear. Just do that for yourself. So healthy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening today. And I hope if you were listening that you will reach out for the PDF. It all makes sense. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening and watching Alian's Joy. I will see you next week. Bye.